Hi everyone, welcome to Candleford Alpacas. Hopefully you all saw the message that we've changed the time now. It's getting a little bit darker in the evening, so we just thought it was best to join at 5:30 rather than kind of 6:30. Otherwise you just can't see us, and well, what's the point in coming seeing some alpacas in the dark? So what we're going to do today is we've got... Ooh, electric fence just got my leg. We're going to just give a quick overview of what we've been up to over the last couple of weeks. Obviously we didn't have a live last week because we were away, so we'll just bring you all up to speed on that. We're obviously going to go see the alpacas. James is just mixing the feed at the moment. Give you a little bit of an update on the website, and then it's over to you guys for questions. So as usual, anything you'd like to know, just drop a message in the comments and we'll try and answer them as we go along. And for those of you who are watching back on Instagram or YouTube, same again. If there's anything you want to know, just pop it in the comments and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Right, that's enough of my face. Let's turn you around. Cool. So, James is just bringing the feed over. So we're coming to the point where we'll probably look at moving these guys back into our field soon. So we've just been doing fencing and bits of jobs today. Boys have spotted the food as well. Hopefully you can see that with the light. So you might have picked up from our recent posts that we've been to a few wedding fairs recently. So we had James, wrong alpaca's eating that food. So we had wedding fair over at Haybales Barn, which is a great little venue over towards Leicestershire. Quite a new venue, but they've got space for teepees or stretch tents. And then also there's a little house there that you can set yourselves and your wedding party up for, so you can get ready there or you can stay over after. So if you're looking for anything in Leicestershire, definitely get in touch with those guys. The other one we were at was Meadowvale Wedding Venue, and that's in Nottinghamshire. That's great. They've got yurts on site. You can hire it for, I think it's 3 nights, so you can make a real weekend of it. So if any of our most recent posts or over on the website and the blog, you can find all these guys on there. But they're both really good venues that you can sort of make a whole weekend of it, make it your own, and really make the most of the space. So James is trying and failing by the look of it to get Amelia to eat her dinner. So for anyone new to watching us, the theory is our little brown one has a small amount of food. He has a few allergies and things, so if he steals everything, he ends up not feeling very well. Ambition, who has just spat on James, is at the back. That's Amelia's mum, and also Sam that you'll meet in a minute. It's his mum as well. She can eat everything if she wants, because hopefully she's pregnant, so if she's hungry, go for it. That's fine. Mary, the one just walking forwards, is still on a diet. So, although she's about to steal everything else. 2 seconds. And then we've got little Amelia, who will no doubt come and say hello once she gets bored of her food. Who's growing really well. We're really pleased with her. So we've just got to get her used to eating more hard feed, because next month we'll be taking her away from mum. So yeah, she'll definitely have to be eating the hard feed by then, rather than just playing with it. Is he leaning on you?
Yeah, rubbing himself on.
Rubbing him. Yeah. Here she comes. Any trouble? I don't know how well you guys can see it on there, but her fleece as it's getting longer, if she comes closer you'll probably see it on her neck, she's getting loads of ringlets now. And when you look in, when we part her fleece, you can see she's got really nice crimping in it. So hopefully when she's sheared next year for the first time and we do the fleece quality tests on her, it looks like she should come back with really good figures, which will be fantastic because that means we'll get to keep her and do some breeding with her when she's old enough. Hey Mary. Not allowed to move, obviously. So you might have noticed Mary's fleece looks a bit weird compared to Amelia's. So she is a different kind of alpaca. So she's what we call a Surrey. And the longer her fleece gets, the more like dreadlocks it'll start and look. Which just means she's not as fluffy. It tends to stick out a little bit as it grows. We just head over and see Mary because he seems to be very friendly tonight.
Having a scratch. Quite enjoying himself. He's looking good. His fluffs are looking a lot better and he's a lot less itchy. So he's doing good.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard that then, James was just saying his fleece is growing quite well at the moment. You'd see, if you've been following us a while, you'll see he's starting to get a little bit lighter. So when his fleece comes back, it does go lighter on the ends, but he's quite dark on the bits nearest his skin. Slowly getting less bald patches.
Yeah.
And he seems still a bit wobbly, but he seems pretty happy at the moment. So hopefully you're going to chunk up and be good, aren't you? She's got an itchy patch there. But he's getting more needy. More awkward looking when he does that. But unlike most of them, we can scratch his head. And he doesn't care. He's my little babe.
Really sipping the buckets over.
Boy. Amelia's definitely not any less naughty at the moment. She seems to get bored of eating and just wants to play with the buckets now. Hi, Mary. Right, let's go and see the boys. I've been summoned. Here's Pippin. So Sam's the white one. Clooney is in theory eating out of the red bucket. Curly Whirly, there he is. And Kangaroo with the orange bucket.
Kangaroo gets bored though when he tries to steal it.
Yeah, hold his food for him. So for some reason when James feeds them, they don't play fair with buckets. They seem to like making it difficult for him. But all these boys came out this weekend. So Kangaroo and Curly went to Meadowvale on Saturday. They were really good. They got a little bit damp, but they didn't seem to care. I think the volume of carrots helped with that. And then Sunday was a big day because it was Sam and Pippin's first day out. So we've had them since they were 4 months old. Yeah. And they're now about 18 months old. And yeah, it was their first trip in the trailer. First trip somewhere that wasn't home, and they were amazing. They were really good. There was a drone flying, and they just stood and watched it. We were really impressed with them. It was a great place for us to be able to take them. It was a first outing. Sorry, I've just spotted Amelia. She's literally rolling over the buckets at the moment.
Curly will do that too.
And it looks like Curly's been learning from her.
Sometimes he picks up the bucket and throws it as well.
Yes, yeah, Curly seems to be getting more playful at the moment.
We were lucky with the weather for this live.
Yeah, we seem to jinx Thursdays, I'm really sorry. But I don't know if you can see the clouds, it's gone really black, so we're doing well at the moment. Funny boys. So with it being autumn now, we're back giving them hay. They've had access to it to some degree most of the year. They've just not really eaten it. But we gave them some new bales, which are obviously slightly nicer than the stuff we had previously. And they've gone absolutely mad for it this week. So they're eating their dinner, then coming up here, and Mary, being my special little boy, he's lying underneath the hay rack in the stuff that everyone else is dropping and just gorging on it. Amelia's started to eat it as well, which is good. So hopefully in November she'll be big enough to wean. But they're so nosy. So if we've got anybody new that's watching this, if you head over to our website, you'll see all the details about how you can meet these guys, because we do walks with them. So the boys that you've met in this field, all of these guys are halter trained, so we can do walks with them. But whenever you do come over to do a walk, you get to meet the girls as well, and dependent on the time of day, we usually try and do it so that you can feed them. So, you know, if you're one of the 10 a.m. slots, you get to give Amelia her breakfast. And we do all the boring introduction stuff about, you know, how to handle them while they have breakfast, and you get to take your photos with them. Any trouble.
You can tell them what I'm doing.
I am going to tell them what you're doing, yeah. Thanks, Lindsay. So it might look a bit weird what James is doing at the moment.
I've not got any pressure on his neck, you can tell them.
So what we've got, just because of Mary's issues with his skin, we've got something called pink alpaca clay. And it's basically, well, it is a clay, but it's got loads of minerals and different oils mixed into that. So because of all his naked and his itchy bits, his skin does sometimes get a little bit dry. And itchy. And the more itchy it gets, the more he rubs his legs or he chews at it, so it becomes a bit of a vicious circle. So what we do with him, he's been handled a lot, so he will quite happily lie down while we do this. If he's got his head down, he'll settle and that's it. So every couple of days we're just rubbing this on him, which does probably look worse than it really is.
I've got no pressure on his neck.
So James is just above him. But it does make him look really weird.
Kind of pink, oozy
So it's really pink, which when his skin's so dark, it does stand out a little bit. But it's cool. It stops him itching. It doesn't hurt him.
You've got no sores anymore.
No, his skin's loads better since we've been doing this and since we've changed his feed. So happy little guy. Hi, you.
Who's that then?
Keeping an eye on us. So this is Ambition. Just checking what's going on. They kind of like each other, those two.
Acquaintances, not friends.
Acquaintances, yeah. Go find Amelia, see what she's up to.
Hi, Amelia.
Yeah. He was in the way of the hay.
It makes my hands soft too.
Yeah.
As the nutrients in the grass seem to be tailing off now, they've started to eat hay again now.
Yeah, they're getting through it quite a lot now, aren't they?
So in a couple of weeks we'll probably move them back into our field.
Mind that fencing, Sam. They are quite curious animals, and so now we've just left the buckets there and they're having to check them, having a chew on them. Curly will sometimes throw them back at you, but if we change anything in the field, they do need to investigate it. Hi. The nosiness can be entertaining, but it's not always that helpful when you're on camera. Can't see you when you're that close. Hey, Sam. Good boy. Here's Curly for you. Kangaroo. He's tidying up.
Yep.
So for whether you're watching live or whether you're watching it back, if you could just let us know if 5:30 is a good time to do these. We want to make them so they're good for you to watch and so you can actually join. Sorry, I was watching the alpacas then and didn't realise it all moved. Just let us know in the comments. Same as usual, if there's any questions, anything you're curious about with these, or any of the other things we've got going on. So we have honeybees and stuff as well. Just let us know and we'll try and help out. Or you never know, it might be one of our next topics.
He doesn't mind, he's still my friend.
He's still your friend, yeah. Random fact for you, alpacas do hold grudges. So if he didn't like James putting the stuff on him, we'd know about it. He'd still avoid him.
He'd only just forgiven me from when I had to give him antibiotic injections under his skin.
Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But him and Amelia are friends. She does like to play with it. No. Well, thank you. Demonstration for you there. She does like to play with him. But she seems to have just about worked out the boundaries of how much he can play. Are you going to come and say bye? Right. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.